Hello. It's another time for fraud case review, but before we start, let me ask you this. Had you ever downloaded free software online? You know, Photoshop, Microsoft Office, maybe even some cracked games, because why pay for it when you can get it free, right? Well, what if I told you that little freebie could cost you everything? Your bank logins, your email, even your identity. And here's the kicker. This isn't just theory. Pakistani hackers just pulled off a huge cyber heist, infecting 1.88 million devices worldwide with pirated software, stealing credentials, and walking away with a cool $4.67 million. Yes, let's unpack this wild story. So here's the deal. A group of hackers based in Pakistan figured out something sneaky. Instead of directly breaking into banks or big corporations, they decided to go after everyday people like you and me. How? By giving us what we love most. Free stuff. They took pirated copies of popular software, laced them with malware, and just put them out there on shady websites and torrents. And folks, 1.88 million devices got infected. That's like filling up Madison Square Garden, 94 times over. Crazy, right? Here's the scary part. Once people installed the pirated software, it wasn't just click and done. No. Hidden inside were little malware packages. These bad boys recorded keystrokes, stole browser cookies, logged passwords, and even took screenshots. So while someone thought they were installing, say, Photoshop, the hackers were actually installing a spy in the background. Every password typed in, captured. Every time you logged into PayPal, your bank, even Netflix, stolen. And then all that data got shipped back to the hacker servers. You see how slick that is? They didn't have to break into secure systems. They just waited for us to hand it over. So, what did they do with all this stolen info? Well, first, they sold some of it. Usernames, passwords, credit card details, they go for cheap on the dark web. Like, you'd be shocked. Sometimes you can buy someone's Netflix login for under $1. But the hackers weren't just small-time resellers. They turned this into real cash. Reports say they pulled in $4.67 million using the stolen data. That's not just petty theft. That's organized crime. And guess what? Most victims didn't even know it was happening. Let's make it real. Imagine Sarah, a college student, downloads a cracked version of Microsoft Word because she's broke. She installs it, writes her essays, all good. But weeks later, her Gmail gets hacked. Suddenly, she's locked out. Her bank account shows charges from places she's never been. And she's sitting there like, what just happened? What happened is, that free software came with a hidden price tag. Now, here's where it gets bigger. It's not just individuals. Small businesses got hit too. Employees downloading cracked tools on company laptops. Boom. The whole network is at risk. Think about a small design studio using pirated Photoshop. One cracked file could leak client data. And in this case, 1.88 million devices around the world were infected. That's huge. And here's the sad irony. People download pirated software to save money. But globally, this hack cost victims far more than what legit software would have cost in the first place. Wild, right? See, here's the thing. Pirated software is like picking up food from a stranger in a dark alley. Sure, it looks like pizza, but you have no idea what's inside. Software updates? Gone. Security patches? Gone. And once malware is baked in, it's game over. It's like opening the front door of your house and saying, "Hey thief, here's my wallet, keys, and social security card. Come on in." I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but that's exactly what happens when you install pirated apps. By the way, if this makes you nervous, don't worry. Tools like T-Laris can help spot malicious downloads and fake installers before they spread. It keeps teams safe from malware-laced downloads with proactive threat monitoring. Check T-Laris today at tlaris.com. Now, let's zoom out for a second. This isn't just about one group of hackers. It's part of a much larger trend. Cybercriminals are moving from big corporate targets to us, the regular users. Why? Because we're easier to trick. Big companies have firewalls, IT teams, and cyber insurance. But everyday people, We just want free apps and fast downloads. That's a soft target. And think about this. Every stolen password doesn't just affect one person. A stolen Gmail can lead to compromised work accounts. A hacked Facebook can trick your friends into scams. One weak link spreads fast. Now, you might be asking, where are the authorities in all this? Good question. Cybercrime across borders is hard to track. These hackers operated from Pakistan, but their victims were everywhere, from the US to Europe to Asia. Interpol and cybersecurity firms are now on this, but here's the challenge. Even if a few hackers get caught, dozens more pop up. It's like playing whack-a-mole. So while investigations are ongoing, the real solution? Prevention. Because once your data's out there, it's almost impossible to get it back. Alright, let's get practical. How do you protect yourself? 1. Don't download pirated software. I know, it's tempting, but that free app could cost you thousands. 2. Use official sources. If you can't afford expensive software, check for student discounts, free trials, or legit alternatives. 3. Update your software. Always. Patches fix vulnerabilities hackers love to exploit. 4. Use antivirus and anti-malware tools. They're not perfect, but they catch a lot. 5. Enable two-factor authentication. Even if your password leaks, 2FA can save you. Look, nobody's perfect, but even small steps can reduce your risk big time. So here's the bottom line. Those hackers made $4.67 million from people chasing free software. And this story should remind us nothing online is really free. If you're not paying for it, chances are you're the product. The scary part? This isn't the last time. Cybercriminals will keep looking for easy ways in. And for millions of people, it starts with one download. If this story made you think twice about pirated software, let me know in the comments. Have you ever downloaded something shady online? Be honest. Hit that like button, share this with a friend who always downloads cracked apps, and of course, subscribe for more real stories about the hidden world of cybercrime. And hey, stay safe out there, because in this digital age, the wrong click could change everything.